All right, welcome guys. Today's video finds us out here in basically the middle of nowhere. We're going to check out this right here behind me, Wat Tanit Rai, or however you say it. Anyway, there's a pretty cool temple that's out here. It's all amongst the palms and everything. And as you can see right behind me, there's an old 200-year-old Ayutthaya style temple with a brand new temple complex that has been built right in front of it. And it is really a great little temple. So we're going to walk around and we're going to see what we can see. Hopefully we can get inside the old temple, but you never know. We'll see if we can. So here is the new temple building. And what I didn't notice until just right now, I don't know if you can see these on the camera or not, but there's these massive spiders all along here. They're hanging off the power lines. And you can see them, they have their webs right there. And there's probably like 30 of them or so. So they found a pretty good spot to catch some bugs flying up amongst these, amongst the lights. So we're going to go in here and let's look at this. So you can see they're building a new gate to come in here to this temple. So as you can see, the abbot at this temple, the head monk, is really investing into it since they built the new hall, and they're trying to make it nice for the people in the area. So getting out here is basically, I don't know, I rode my motorcycle, so you'd probably have to hire a car to get you out here. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's not too far from Ampawa floating market. That's what I was on the way to go see, and I just wanted to stop by here and look at this. There's a couple other little floating markets. There's the Taka floating market and Damnoen Saduak floating market that's out here in this area. So this is the new hall, and they just barely started constructing it. So this year in the Buddha calendar is 2565. And when they started building it, when they first started putting this new little building together, it was 2555. So it was 10 years ago, and it took them 10 years, and they just barely got it open. You can see here they got the Naga. But what I really like about it is the colors. You know, I prefer like the traditional, you know, whites with the red and stuff like that. But this has pink, and they did a nice job with it. It's got pink, and it's got like the little flowers all around. And this building is brand new, and it is immaculate. And you can see all the detail work that they did all around the gables. And it has the Buddha there. And it's this is all the Bangkok style. But it's built bowed in the middle to resemble the Ayutthaya style. And then you have the threshold here, and this is the new Buddha that they have. So wow, this is nice. They didn't paint, they put the kind of the wallpaper around on the inside. And then they did the behind, like the Bodhi tree is pink, and then it has a red ceiling up there. It's a high ceiling. It has 5 windows on each side. And this is the little standing Buddha. So the Thais will come and put the gold leaf on the Buddha. Wow, this is really nice. And you can see the doors. They're all hand carved, and they're gigantic. I mean, they're like 3.5 meters tall, and it's hand carved all that into the wood. That is fantastic. And it did the same on the inside, or on those window shutters. You can see they're carved on the outside. On the inside, they're plain, but on the outside, they have the carvings. Wow. And then they put the black tiling around the bottom, and then you can see the main Buddha. And it has the number 9. I wonder if that's for King Rama 9 on the bottom. You see it in purple. That's the Thai number for 9, I believe. And then you can see the Buddha. And then it has the 2 floating Buddhas right above them. Yeah, that is really nice. And it has 2 doors behind the Buddha, but they're both closed up, which is okay. So that is, ask the monk, and that is for Rama 9. Now what they're doing is, since this is all new, they're they're taking like, you can put like your name and everything, birthday on a piece of paper, and then they are going to put them underneath this Buddha, and it's supposed to bring you extra special luck. So it's a little donation for the temple. And then here they have the prayers and stuff that people come over and do. Yeah, this is nice. Pretty cool also getting a little guided tour here by the head monk. All right, so this new hall is fantastic. So now we'll go over to the old hall. We got some the temple dogs over here fighting in front. But let's go over there and let's take a look at the old hall. So the old monk is going to open it up for us so we can see what it looks like. The monk had to come over and break up all the dogs that were fighting. Yeah, this is all super brand new. There's still people out here painting and everything else. And there is the old hall over there. Here you can see the new building and the Naga, everything. Yeah, this is really nice. I like this temple. Now, if you notice this one here, it's bowed in the middle, and it's not old, but it's built to look old. It's built in the Bangkok style, but it has the middle that's bowed in to make it look like an old bot. So the monk's got the keys, and he's going to open this up for us. So here is the old part of the temple. And the monk says it's over 200 years old, and this is the lowest threshold in the world. So this is the gate to get in. So we'll go in there. All right, so duck down, and then here it is. So this is the old ordination hall. It's got the marker stones here, and here's the monk, and he's the one that opened it up for us. So it looks like they're doing some remodeling here, and you can see how deteriorated the columns are. Looks like they're trying to shore them up a little bit. And then it has one of the Chinese plates right above the door, which you saw those a lot in the Ayutthaya period. You'd see those plates. And then you can see how they've tried to restore some of the plaster, but those bricks are really, really deteriorating. And this is the front the front porch. So we'll go inside and take a look here. Yeah, this is exciting. Didn't expect him to open it up for us, and then he agreed to. All right, so you can see that they're doing a little bit of remodeling here also. All right, and it's a pretty nondescript hall. It's got 4 windows on each side, and I don't know if there was any murals in here at any time. You can't tell. And then here is the main Buddha, and this is where the monks come in and they have their ceremonies. So usually every day at like 5 o'clock, the monks will all get together and they'll have a ceremony here on the floor. And you can see that they put some of those Chinese plates also into the back wall. And then the roof's in good shape, the ceiling. It's kind of a darker brown wood. And then you can see some more of the Chinese plates here also. So the monk's giving a little class about the importance of this. And he does say all of those plates are antiques from the Chinese. I've seen those in a couple temples before, and it's pretty neat. So this is the main Buddha. Okay, so the monk told a pretty good story. So this right here, you can see that light's bright right behind it. So this is the main Buddha right here. So it's pretty small. So what they did is they took years and years and years ago, they took that down and they were going to replace it with this Buddha right here as the main Buddha. And the reason why is because that Buddha statue was not smiling, so they was going to replace it with this big one. But when they took it down, they was going to replace it, and then suddenly the Buddha was smiling. So what they're saying is that it was a miracle that this Buddha is now smiling. So that's kind of an interesting little story. Yeah, and this hall, he said that it never did have any murals. So this was always just painted with the concrete like this. All right, so he said that not only did it not have any murals, but this inside is, everything in here on the walls is original. They've never painted it, they've never done anything to this hall on the inside, which is kind of amazing because you can see how those piers outside, the columns, are deteriorating. And you can see here kind of on the lower part here where it's deteriorated. But after 200 years, so I'm sure the window shutters have been changed out, but all the walls are original. Yeah, this is very neat. You can see the monk's fan here, and then all the stuff for the monks. So here's a look. There's the new Buddha that they were going to put in the back. That light is just a little bright above that smiling Buddha. See if we can get a little better look at his face. Yeah, so you can see it's clearly smiling, so the miracle happened, right? It's a good story anyway. And then you see the other little Buddhas around, the Buddha with the Naga, and then the pedestal where it's at. And we'll take a look here at the outside of it. Yeah, this is pretty neat. I really like seeing stuff like this. You can see the eaves right there are kind of deteriorating, but I mean, it is quite old. And then you can see all the ordination stones and all of that. So the monk was super nice enough to open this up and let us take a look at it. Yeah, this is really nice. And it's not bowed as much in the middle as a lot of them that you see. Yeah, this is fantastic. And this is a nice contrast between the old hall right here, and then you can see it has the Buddha standing there, and then the brand new hall. And he said that they've just barely finished painting the new temple. And they're still doing a little bit of work around, so you can see definitely a different style. And another thing that the monk was showing us right here. So you see the giant. You see how it looks? And what's different about it is, if you notice, it has 3 legs. So it has 2 there, and then he has the other leg that's bowed, and it represents the 3 worlds, like the lower world, the middle world, and heaven, or hell and the earth and heaven. So that's pretty neat. And we have like the shrine here, has the seated Buddha in it, and the Thais will come and pray. That's locked up right now. And then it has the rest of the temple complex. There's the bell tower and the old monk quarters over here. And then it's just surrounded by like the palm trees and everything. It's just out here in the country. And then there's a hall over there for like general purpose and like funeral stuff like that. Okay, so the monk went ahead and opened this up also so we could take a look. And here is their Buddha shrine. And you see the Buddhas in the different poses. You have the one right here in the middle. This is him fasting. You can see how skinny he is. And then some of the other poses. And the Thais come up here and they put the gold leaf on all of these. And then they even have a Buddha footprint. So they pray here, they make the merit, they burn the joe sticks. They have the sticks to rattle, the oil to burn, the candles to burn, the whole normal stuff, and then the drum to bang on. And then right out here beside that old hall, you can see the old hall in the back. They've built this new pond here, and then they have the nagas all around it. And they're still painting on this, they're still working on it. And this will be quite cool when it's done. You can see the 2 nagas, the 2 naga heads that kind of intertwine over there. And then they have a little shrine with the goddess of the earth. You can see her where she's wringing her hair into the water. And there's the new hall. So you see right up there on the front, so it tells the date when they built this temple. It says 2555. So that's when they started constructing this new hall. Okay, so one more last look at this temple here. This is the new one. Just look at the amount of work that they did on the side. All above the windows. They have like the giants that are supporting the roof. Yeah, this is fantastic. And even though it's pink, it still looks nice. And then we have some giants on the back over here. Yeah, so here's the back side of it. You can see the giants here and over here, and then the back side. You can see those wooden doors that are all hand carved, and then all the detail work they put on the back side of this. And then compare that to the old hall that's right over there. So the old hall needs a little bit of TLC, but by far, to me, that's the best part of this temple. The new building is quite cool, but the old one is even better. I just like the historical part of it, and they still keep it around instead of just bulldozing it, and people can still go and enjoy. All right, guys, so that finishes our little tour over here at Wat Tanit Rai, or however you say it. Anyway, I'll put a description. I'll just put like where it is on a map so you can see it in the video. And if you're over in this area and you're so inclined to come over and check it out, I would say do it. It's definitely worth 10-20 minutes of your time. The monk was super nice, and he showed us over the whole temple and opened up the old hall, told us about some of the little details and stuff like that that has to do with this temple. This is just out here. The farmers come over here. This is their temple. It's in like a farming community. There's palm orchards all around here. and banana trees. So, you know, there's not a skyscraper in sight. So this is great. I really like getting out of Bangkok and coming over here and seeing stuff like this. So if you like the video, make sure you click like and subscribe, and share it if you would like on your social media, and leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think of this this temple. It's a little bit different than the ones you see in Bangkok or whatever. It's really fun for me. So if you like it, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, or if you want me to go do something different, tell me that also. And the subscriptions help me out the most. That way you're notified also whenever I make a new video. If you like this kind of content, then you found the right spot. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, and until next time, remember, life is a journey. Enjoy.